Hey everybody, I'll tell you what, when you love to plant trees, there's only one little bit of an issue, and it's called leaves. We are heading out west to do a mule deer hunt, and I have got to get these leaves picked up before I leave, otherwise I'm going to be in deep trouble, and I have a quick, easy way to do it. Come join us. I'll tell you what, that is one bad you-know-what machine. Them leaves were thick, and you could see how I had to kind of go around because some of them were probably 8-10 inches thick in there. You know, a lot of trees, but you know what? It looks absolutely fantastic. I think she'll be happy. We're heading out west, so hang on to your heinies.
Where the breathing is easy, the living is good. Out in the great outdoors.
Larry Smith Outdoors is brought to you by Warrior Boats, Vortex, Tub Hotels, Leroy's Meats, Bartline Barrels, Magic Products, Power Sports Company, Mike's Country Meats, River's Edge Tree Stands, Eskimo, and the MRD Group.
Hey everybody, welcome back to this week's show. We are jumping in the truck and heading out to the Dakotas, and we're going to do some mule deer hunting this year. We were out there last year and I shot an absolutely giant. And I'll tell you something, the guides that we used, EJ and Jeremy, they were some of the best guides I've ever seen. Hey, I'm pretty excited about this trip. We've got our good friends from MRD joining us, and also my youngest boy, Isaac. He's never had a chance to hunt out west. Most of the hunting that he's done has been here in Wisconsin for deer, and most of the shots are anywhere from 50 to 100 yards. So I'm pretty excited to see if he's going to have one of them long-range shots and see if he can make it or not. So everybody, hang on to your heinies.
I like this kind of hunting. You can eat cookies, stay in the truck nice and warm, but there will be a time where we're going to start walking.
Hey, all right guys, I'll tell you what, we've been glassing for about the last 2 hours. EJ's got a great game plan. Jeremy and I and Isaac and the camera guy, the one and only, yes, TikTok master, we're gonna take about 1.5 mile walk to try to get down around these animals. So you can see way over there, if you can see where all them cows are, that's how far we're walking. So
how far is it?
We got a good mile and a half walk. So I'm all about it right there. Let's see what happens. Hold on to your hands.
I tell you what, we just came off of that ridge there, and we were going to try to get on the south side of these animals. We got down here, now the wind is totally different. So now we got to try to get around to the north side of them, and that ain't going to be easy. Hopefully we don't spook them.
I had to keep checking it until I got out in the open and it got a little more consistent.
Yeah, 'cause it seemed like it was like.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you gonna, if it's possible, we're gonna try to line up like 2 at one time?
Yeah, if the other one's a shooter,
Okay.
it's gonna be a little tricky.
Yeah.
But we've tried that before.
Don't work too good, huh?
We're both on one.
Yeah. And it's
And
a one.
somebody shoots. Somebody always misses theirs. Somebody will hit it and then somebody will
Well, we
miss.
can't have that happen. Right. We'll see who's the misser. We're gonna do odds on this. Bets.
Yeah.
Got within about 600 yards of them, but we're trying to get around to the backside, get just a little closer. You know, if I can get within, I don't know. I'd like to split that distance in half. 300, maybe 400 yards, but the wind keeps swirling on us. I don't know. Just trying to make the right call sometimes is the toughest part. That's what having a good guide like Jeremy is. I can't get a range on them because they're right at the same level as me. Yeah, the guides keep picking up the grass. Probably gonna have to wait for it to stand. Yeah, makes sense. Well, I tell you what, we're within about 400 yards of the animals, but they're laying down now and they're facing right at us. This wind keeps swirling, so it's anybody's game right now. There's 2 shooters and there's 4 bucks total. Bipod either, huh? Seven.
How low does that go?
I can get him. It's a game. Like chess now. Between the wind, the terrain, and deer. Well, now we're within 300. We lost a little distance here, but we have a little bit of altitude here. We're up above them a little bit. The problem is, again, they're laying down. If we would have came up on that other side over here, we would have been within 250 yards. Now we would have had to wait for them to obviously to stand up, but they would be eye to eye to us. I don't want to take that chance.
That is a giant.
Good job, buddy.
Whoa.
Thanks, man.
Good job. Wow. That is a freaking giant.
That's freaking
Holy moly. Hey everybody, what an incredible moment it was. I'll tell you what, Jeremy, we definitely put a few miles on.
Oh,
I
yeah.
mean, we probably have been on these deer for probably, 4 hours?
Yep, all morning.
Yeah. The unique part is that just the way that you're observing everything that's going on all the time. One time we were within 250 yards of these deer,
Yeah.
and I never even did see them all. How many were actually in that herd?
Well, I thought we were following 4, and then 5, 6, 7, 8 of them came jumping out here after the shot.
Yeah.
So, but I only seen 4 most of the whole time.
Yeah, the part was too is that they were laying down. you know, and basically we got into the right spot where you felt that before, I guess what I'm trying to go with is the first spot that we were set up, we were about 250 yards from. If we would have came right up on them, we would have been eye level with them, huh?
Yeah, we were at the same level as them, and you got all this brush and stuff, so all I could see was their heads and horns, and I didn't want to have any brush in the way if he stood up for a shot or anything like that, so we had to circle around, get on one of these high points back here. It was a little further shot, but I had confidence in him.
Yeah, well, you definitely did good on that shot. One shot. Isaac, this is your first mule deer you've ever shot. Last year's the first one I ever got, and mine wasn't as big as this one.
I'm pumped.
Yeah. What, were you a little nervous about taking that shot? I mean, that's the longest shot you've ever taken, right?
I most definitely was.
Right.
He said it was 325. I was a little nervous.
Yeah. Well, as you could see, you know, just dialing that vortex scope right into where it had to be, and it was a perfect shot. One shot down, you know. Hey, I'll tell you what, Jeremy, an awesome hunt this morning. Isaac, congratulations on that. I'll tell you what, if I would have known he was this big, I might have snuck up in front of him. No, I'll tell you, what a great animal. And, you know, the cool part about it is that he's going to get this thing mounted, you know, and that mount will last him the rest of his life, and he can show his kids and tell his kids about the whole story. You know, and that's what these trips are really all about. They're all about building memories and really the story. It's about the story for sure. Hey, I'll tell you, we got a lot more to come, so everybody hang on to your heinies and keep rolling. You know something? I just cannot get over that. I think Isaac was a little bit nervous about taking that shot, but I'll tell you something. With that vortex scope, he put it right in the bread basket, and that mule deer never knew it hit him. Hey, congratulations, Isaac. Great shot. Great scope. We want to thank our good friends at Bartline Barrels for the awesome rifle, too. Hey, I'll tell you, it is Tom's turn, and Tom is the son-in-law of Jerry that owns MRD. And I'll tell you, I've been on some trips with Tom before. He is very passionate about hunting, and he's up next. Let's see if he can get himself a mule deer. Freaking killer job. Oh, Tom. Awesome job, dude. Awesome job. That is one heck of an experience right there. That was so cool. Oh, that's a giant. Holy man. Yeah, that is absolutely awesome. That's your first muley, hey?
Yeah.
Oh, that is killer. Hey, day number 2, what an awesome experience. Hey, Tom, congratulations on your mule deer. This is a great deer. You know, I got to ask you, you know, you and I, we've gone out west and hunted out in New Mexico and been all over the place. You know, what did you like about hunting out here versus like being in New Mexico or even hunting back at home?
I like that there's just so much space out here and you get to go stalk, right? I mean, I think that's so much more fun than sitting and waiting for something to come by you.
Right. You know, it is unbelievable. Again, you know, you and I kind of both hunt at home, the same kind of terrain, a lot of tamarack swamps.
Yep.
So some years we got hip boots on, some years we got high boots on, and some years it's just you're going to get what? Getting back into the stands. You got to get back in there with Argo. So the cool part about coming out here is that it's dry, right? So you can just wear regular boots, you know, and there's a lot of walking involved. We're at home, again, we're stand sitters. You go to your stand in the morning and you come out in the evening. This is a totally different experience out here. I love the other part is that the distance, you know, you have the opportunity, if you feel good about it, or if you have the opportunity, if you have the confidence to make a shot, you can take a 500-yard shot, you know. Hey, Jeremy, I'll tell you what, I learned this last year, hung with you and EJ. You guys are tracking machines. I don't know how you must have ate a lot of carrots when you were younger, because carrots give you good vision. That's what my mom always told me. I cannot believe that you can spot these animals the way you can spot them.
I think it's just a part of growing up out here, you know, learning the landscape and where things don't look like they
belong there.
Yeah, belong there. So you kind of learn to pick everything out like that. So
you know, we walked about a half mile before we got up.
Yep.
You wanted to get to the highest point that we could get to, where we saw the animal last.
Yep, we get to a high point so we can, you know, glass over more area and maybe see him laying somewhere. And that's just what happened.
Yeah.
We try to get eyes on again so we know. Before we came down, we didn't know where he was. He disappeared and gone.
Yeah, and when you look out here, everybody, it's just miles and miles and miles of just rolling terrain. It all looks the same once you get out here. Hey, Tom, would you come back and do it again?
Hell yeah.
I love to hear that. Hey, we got a lot more to come, everybody, so hang on to your heinies, because we have another herd of mule deer that when we were coming this way, that we saw that's up on another ridge about, what, a mile from here?
About that, half a mile.
Half a mile? Yeah. I'm saying it's a mile. You say half a mile. Jaron is carrying the backpack with all the camera gear in. And you know what? One thing he said, and you can pipe into this, he said, I'll never leave the truck again without what?
Water.
Water. Yeah, he's dying. Hey, everybody, again, what an awesome time we're having. Tom, again, congratulations.
Thanks, Larry.
Jeremy, frickin' A, man. I'd hunt with you guys any day of the week, and that's why we're back here again this year. So hang on to your heinies, everybody. Hey, Tom, awesome shot. I'll tell you what, but the tracking job that Jeremy did on this mule deer was incredible. You know what? I'm up next. The interesting part is, as we were tracking Tom's buck, we saw 3 other decent muleys in there and one really nice one. And they went probably about a mile all to the west. Now it's my turn and we're on the trail. Let's see if we can connect on one of these nice muleys.
Built for fishermen, built by fishermen. Really, that says it all.
It's the family here. It's not a big conglomerate, it's a family.
They treat you feel like you're in a family, you know.
When you put those two together, an amazing product and amazing people, it's just the type of company you want to be involved with.
Not only because of just the great boats, but because of the camaraderie that the Warrior family has.
The customer service is amazing. They never leave you hanging.
So come join the Warrior family. Did I get him?
Yeah, you dropped.
Holy, that was the most absolutely nerve-wracking stuff I've ever had in my life. I was digging for my glasses because I couldn't see anything. I'm like going crazy. We moved and adjusted so many times. That's the part I love about this damn sport. It is so cool. The teamwork that was involved, dude. That was like incredible.
Give her.
Give her.
Give her.
Give her the liver?
Give her the liver.
Hey, I'll tell you what, Jeremy. You know what? What a day it's been so far. You know, it's interesting, as we were looking for Tom's deer, and we actually saw these 3 bucks run over this way. They weren't really spooked at all, but they knew something was wrong. So literally, by the time we found Tom's deer, you know, and I shot this one probably, what, 2-3 hours?
Probably just 2 hours after.
Okay.
That is.
You know, the amazing part was, too, is that you were on the search looking for these deer. You knew kind of where they were, but there's so much area here where they can hide. And if you guys can see this dip where we're at right now, there's actually a tree line to the right of us here, and we actually thought they were on that tree line. But you were just stalking. You just walk a little ways and glass everything, walk a little farther and glass, and actually there was 3 bucks, and 2 of them were smaller ones.
Yep, those are the only 2 I could see when I peeked over, and I couldn't see the bigger one until I went 90 yards to the right to a higher point, and I was able to see another rack down. So I figured it's got to be those 3.
Right. You know, and the other part is too, it was, you know, working our way up on these mule deer. We got within 100 yards, 110 yards, and just, it was a waiting game, trying to wait to, and you guys kept saying that you guys could see them, but I was down a little bit lower, and I could not make them out at all. And even Jeremy put my scope right on it, and he could see it, and I looked through it, I couldn't see it. And I finally ended up getting my cheaters out, my reading glasses out, and looking through it, and I still couldn't see it. But it wasn't until I seen him start moving, and that sun was really just shining on his back right there. And that was the whole story. Boy, I'll tell you what, Jeremy's always smiling all the time, you know, and that really is a good thing in life. If you're smiling all the time, you know that life is good and you're in the right place for sure. Hey, and today we were definitely in the right place when it came to hunting mule deer. Definitely want to thank our good friends over at Bartline Barrels for the gun that they built me, and of course our friends at Vortex. Hey, I want to definitely thank Jeremy for his awesome work again this year. Hey, I'll tell you, let's gut this baby out.
Yep.
We got some work to do. We got a lot of dragging to do today. Thanks again, everybody. Hey everybody, like I always say, it's all about building memories. And this week we built a lot of memories with our good friends from MRD and with my youngest boy, Isaac. Congratulations to everybody. It was an awesome hunt. You know what? I said this in the beginning of the show. You know what? It's really exciting to come out and hunt with 2 guys that are so good at their profession. These guys got eyes like eagles, personalities like no tomorrow, and they believe in having a good time, and we had a great trip. We want to thank all of our military men and women for the great service that they give this country and have given this country, along with all of our firefighters and paramedics, and of course, all of our law enforcement agents for the great service that they give every day, day in, day out. It is a great day to be alive, and the best part is we're going to see you guys and gals again next week, and thanks for joining us.